MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it. I think they'll be really aggressive and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up, and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your defending American League East champion, Boston Red Sox.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, Matt, a big part of the offense is Mark Trumbo. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Drew Pomeranz will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Drew Pomeranz, better known for that big overhand curveball that he has. A good fastball, not a great fastball. 91 to 93. Curveball is his best pitch. He will mix in an occasional changeup.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let me tell you about Mitch Moreland. We get it. Big, nasty, left-handed swinging first baseman. But if you were to rate the top defenders at that position, you wouldn't necessarily think of Mitch's name at the top. But I'm telling you what, he's exactly that. His buddies love the way he picks them out of the dirt.
Leading off tonight for Baltimore, third baseman, Tim Beckham.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Looking at a tough pitch called the strike. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping up now, Manny Machado. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, just 3 for 14. He also has 1 home run. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Orioles 0, Sox coming to the plate. You're watching MLB Network. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Andrew Kashner is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Andrew Kashner, big guy, big arm. You know, he's been the guy that everybody's wanted to get their hands on. Big, strong guy, 6'6", about 220 pounds. Hard thrower, 95 to 97. Good sink, good slider, decent changeup. He's yet to put it all together, but if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough to hit.
Digging in, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Red Sox, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Machado has it. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away.
Batting second, left fielder.
Striding in for Boston, Andrew Benintendi. First delivery to him on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
And with 2 gone now, we'll look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And the question becomes, will we be able to fill a spot in the ALCS after the game, or will we need a Game 5 to decide a winner in the series? Here's J.D. Martinez, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Martinez is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is pulled into right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. We are still scoreless. In now for the O's, Danny Valencia. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. In prior matchups against Drew Pomerantz, he has a 3 for 12 line. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low apparently. Valencia on at first, nobody out. The 1-1 home. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Pomerantz has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bradley on the run. He makes the play, and the runner will try to tag from first. He changed his mind there as he's back into first, no problem.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Mark Trumbo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope,
and the fastball just a bit high.
Ball one, no strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Another 1-2 delivery. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Runners are at the corners with one man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. To second for one. On to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the one.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Into the box now, Caleb. Pomerantz sets. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike one. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Down and away, ball one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Here's the 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Orioles 1 and the Red Sox nothing.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, number 72, Anders Hogard.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a soft liner. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Rafael.
Now at the plate, Rafael Devers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Swings through the slider there. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
First offering on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with the bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip this one onto first as he works his way out of the jam, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Stepping into the box, Kobe Rasmus, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. The throw into second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
In now, Tim Beckham, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play. 2 gone in the inning now, and here's Adam Jones.
Batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
Pomerantz gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Orioles held in check there, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Jace Peterson is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
James Peterson.
Here's Jackie Bradley now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Mookie Betts. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And it's gone into the monster seats. A solo home run there for Mookie. His first homer so far in the series. And with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
The batter, left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Well hit to right, but foul. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. One out, nobody on. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. And you can tell he off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Here's J.D. Martinez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Missed with a slider. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning will continue.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. A ball and no strikes. Moreland, originally from Mississippi. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole.
Might have been cheating for another fastball trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Red Sox tie things up on the solo homer. We played 3 full, all tied at 1-1. Digging in to try it again, Manny Machado. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Here it comes. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Machado now on 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Stepping in now, Danny Valencia, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Right over the middle, knee high. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Schoop. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pomerantz is ready. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to center field. Ranging back is Bradley to the track. He leaves his feet, but it's off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
Every center fielder dreads this kind of a play, right? The ball's hit right at him and over his head. He turns and runs, leaps for it, but just can't make the play. It ends up coming off the wall, and by the time he can get the ball back in, it was a guaranteed triple.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Called strike over the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. No damage done after the 2-out triple. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. Valencia fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Devers stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. A ball and a strike.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
In there, 1-2 now.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
The second baseman, number 15.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Dustin Pedroia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Popped him up. Beckham shading to his right. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. So nothing happening this time around. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. All tied at 1-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Trey Mancini reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Foul. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there, 1-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Caleb Joseph will be next. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Into the box, Caleb Joseph. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
James Peterson.
Stepping into the box, Jace Peterson. First at bat of the game for him here in the fifth, as he was a late entrant into this one. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now a snap throw to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Pomerantz sets. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Takes a knee-high fastball. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside, the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
I like the decision to steal right there, and it worked out. With 2 outs, there's not a lot to lose if you get caught, but if you get there successfully, all of a sudden you're just a single to the outfield from pushing a run across.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Peterson stands at second with 2 gone. Now a spin and another throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in. Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2. Pickoff move to second, and the runner back. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
Ready for another shot now. Adam. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Towards second. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Striding in once again, Christian Vasquez, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. Peterson moves over, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sliders in for a strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mancini will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting,
so the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mookie Betts. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Hit to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Digging in once again, Manny Machado. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. First offering on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. One and one to count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Machado on his way to second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Into the box now, Danny Valencia, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. Now batting, Mark Trumbo, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Takes this the other way to right. Betts is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for the Orioles. Still tied 1 apiece. Ready once again, Andrew Benintendi. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in their half of the 6th.
Andrew Benintendi.
Here it comes. Line toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Designated hitter, J.D.
Digging in and looking for more, J.D. Martinez. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
A ball and 2 strikes.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And he is out on the tag.
The first baseman, number 18.
Digging in to try it again, Mitch Moreland. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Count even now at 1-1. Two and one to the Red Sox first baseman.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at
a swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And
Job for Baltimore. Left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Now a bouncing ball hit to Pedroia at second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The catcher, number 36, Caleb Joseph.
Riding in once again, Caleb Joseph. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way out in front. Behind 0-2 now. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Jace Peterson. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Bradley is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Score remains tied 1-1. Ready for another shot now. Xander Bogaerts.
The Red Sox, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here it comes. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Rafael Devers the next to bat as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
The 1-1 home. 1-2 now. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
The tag gets one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 39, Carson Smith.
So the lineup flips over and digging in.
Leading off for the Orioles, third baseman, number 1, Tim Beckham.
First delivery to him on the way. Sliders in for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. From the stretch. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Throw gets him, 2 down. Two very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bats on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still tied 1 apiece. Michael Givens is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 60, Michael Givens.
Ready for another chance? Christian Vasquez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Here's Jackie Bradley now.
And he hits it hard to the right side.
There's one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Here's Mookie Betts, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Bradley is digging for home, and the run will score all the way from first.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Lo. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Betts leads off second with one gone in the inning. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, I don't know if he has a blister or some kind of mechanical glitch right now, but anytime you hit two batters in one game, let alone an inning, you're in trouble. We'll see if he can dial it back in before he hits another guy.
Here's J.D. Martinez, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. A hit and two tries for him so far. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. First and second now, one man out. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball, 1-2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
And he's safe. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Not much in the way of Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Turned on down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Try again, 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Mitch Moreland goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Riding in for Boston, Xander Bogaerts. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. It's a 2-1 Boston advantage. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network from Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Craig Kimbrell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Craig Kimbrell.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Valencia. He's batting cleanup.
First baseman, Danny Valencia.
First offering on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's 1 for 2. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Kimbrell, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2008 draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down. Ready now for Baltimore, Jonathan Scope. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch coming, here it is. And a breaking ball stays outside. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Bouncer to the left side. Bogaerts has it. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out.
Up next for the Orioles.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Kimbrel's ready. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And a full house here at Fenway. 36,984 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Red Sox have evened it up at 2 here in the division series. Carson Smith gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Orioles, 1 run on 6 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 36,298. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.